Hey everyone, how are you doing? This is Roger Deering with Groovis Games Unlimited. Welcome, I'm glad you're here. And this here is the introduction and setup to some of the gameplay of Dungeon Crusade. So you could do one of two things, whatever you like. You could stick around here for about, 10 minutes, and we're going to just go over, some of the setup here, some of the quests. I'm going to read some of the main quests to you. We're going to head over to the village to let you see the terror level and the raid difficulties and show you what gear is available in the blacksmith shop. So that's what this video is going to be. If you want, you're of course more than welcome, and just head over to turn 1 and just get started, watching Dungeon Crusade play. So I'm going to pause here and we're going to talk about this, and I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, I'm back and we're going to talk about the main quest here, what we're doing. Of course there's some side quests and then we got to kill the guardians. So I was just going to read you the main quests here to give you an idea and get you into the mood for some Dungeon Crusade. Our quest tables here. This is going to be a fairly long scenario, okay? So we have, main quest, side quest, and kill the guardians on each of the quest tables. So I'm going to get some cards here and read you what quests we're doing. Just main quests, though. Whoops, I grabbed the wrong one. Those are the side quests. Okay, here we go. Level 1 quest is Tools of the Trade. We can get 200 gold and 5 life force for completing this. It's an outrage, screams the blacksmith. He turns to the heroes. Could you please assist me? From a recent raid on the village, monsters have taken 3 of my items. I need you to recover my hammer, leather straps, and tongs. Check Chamber of Kings North, Champions Hall, Northern Quarters, and Halls of the Dead West. In addition to the reward, take any one item from rare down for free from my shop for your assistance. Okay, so this is definitely what we're going to work on first. Level 2, main quest, is going to be the Sword of St. Viticus, 300 gold, 5 life force. 2 paladins have requested an audience with the heroes. They tell of a great paladin named Gerald Viticus. He is a legend of Avalon. Long ago, his sword was removed from his tomb and broken in two. We believe the 2 pieces are located somewhere in the Chapel of Light, area. What we are requesting is that you retrieve the 2 pieces and seal it within the resting place of Tomb of St. Viticus. And we're going to go around. I'm going to show you briefly where these are at in our dungeon. And lastly is the level 3 main quest, A Mother's Request. The heroes approach a weeping mother. She looks up at them and says, "It's my daughter. She is deathly ill." She proceeds to tell you of a magical chalice that has been broken in 2 pieces. One piece resides in Ogre's Lair West, while the other piece is within the Tomb of St. Viticus North. There is a place within the dungeon called the Well of Eternity. The well has healing powers that will mend the chalice and provide the healing waters to cure her daughter. But the well is tainted by the monsters that occupy the rooms there. They must be slain first. Okay, so I'm just going to briefly show you where the locations of these main quests. Starting with the Tools of the Trade. Now, we have to find 3 items here for the blacksmith, correct? You'll notice around here the quest items. His items could be right here in Champions Hall. It could be Northern Quarters, or here in Chambers of Kings North, and possibly up in Halls of the Dead West. So we are going to have to search to find his tools. The next one here was Tomb of St. Viticus, right? Or, I'm sorry, we have to go to the Tomb of St. Viticus. Sword. Okay, so this is the Chapel of Light area right here. There's a north and a south area. We're going to have to go into these rooms here, and see if we can, the sword is in 2 pieces. So it's one, of these 4, we have to search all the rooms until we find it. And then we have to come over here to the Tomb of St. Viticus, stand here for 1 turn, and put the pieces there and put it back in his tomb. Okay, and then lastly is A Mother's Request. And she talks about this magical chalice. And of course I can lift this up so it's not secret because we know it's there. So one of the chalice pieces is here in Ogre's Lair West, and then all the way over here in Tomb of St. Viticus North, the other piece is here. Okay, so we got to get those pieces for it, and we're going to go over here to the Well of Eternity. And the monsters there are tainted like the well in the zone. So we got to clear out these rooms and then mend the chalice and go back to the village and turn it in. So there is this main quest, and of course we have side quests in that, but those side quests are mostly kill and clear. All right, so I'm going to pause. We're going to go over to the village, and we're going to talk about some stuff over in the village. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're over here at the village. Let's start over here that our village terror level for this scenario is at 4, so it's kind of scary in the village right now. You know, of course, it gets up to defeated, we lose. How this is raised, when minions turn into raiding minions, they're going to head out and raid the village. Everyone that gets out goes up. We're going to try a raid difficulty of 12. That means on a minion's turn, we're going to roll a d12. If a 12 comes up, that minion is going to turn into a raiding minion. Over here in our bazaar, we have 6 healing potions, 6 elixirs, 6 ochre juice potions, and 8 torches. The blacksmith also has some 3 pickaxes for this game. So real briefly, I'll show you what was populated in the blacksmith shop. You know, it's random every game. So for our common, heavy cloak, that would be good for our wizard. Evergreen bow showed up. Troll's tooth, now that would be good because that gives you range and arcane to your roll for your warfare rolls. Sturdy bracers. Sacred pendant, this gives back some essence. Iolite ring, dual axe, footman's sword, and back to heavy cloak. Over here in the uncommon stack, this is what showed up. Helm of wrath, dagger of mourning, an elegant charm. Charms are really cool. They actually add, now this one here, this is an uncommon. It'll give you +3 to all these attributes: strength, willpower, agility, and wisdom. So charms are very good to have, you know, for a hero, for attributes. The Guardian shield, Pendant of Swiftness, that would give us 1 to our movement. Ring of 2 Wolves, Scepter of Justice, Necklace of Silver Light, Ring of Inner Peace, and back to Helm of Wrath. Seems like there's a lot of stuff for mind warfare in the uncommon deck. Okay, going over here to our rare, Gloves of Holy Fury, Thieves' Treads, Lion's Scepter, Gloves of Isto, Scepter of Slaying, Eye of Life. This is good. This gives, if you channel it, you turn it upside down, that'll give you 1 hit point back, 1 health. And Gloves of Holy Fury. Okay, and there's a few more here for Epic. Hammer of the Warbringer. There's a lot of stuff with mind I've noticed that showed up this time. Ring of Shadows. It's good for mythical warfare. Pendant of the Dark Warrior. Give you for your physical and your mythical together. Dawnstar Bow. And back to Hammer of the Warbringer. And finally, what probably everyone's waiting for, the Legendary. So what showed up was Kingslayer. See, another mind warfare thing showed up. A lot of stuff for mind warfare in this. And then Axe of 1,000 Deaths. That would be for chaos. So you can add +5 to your attacks. So pretty good weapons. Okay, I don't think there's anything left to talk about. I'll break away and just wrap all this up, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap this up here so we can start playing. A couple other things I wanted to mention, that for starting minions, for our scenario, there is 5 minions that have spawned across our dungeon. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, just some points of interest here that when I was seeding the dungeon, if you watched Advanced Setup, we have 2 secret rooms that will show up. This one showed up right here, so I think right away we're going to head down here into the Chamber of Kings South, and we're going to try to pick the lock on there. The other secret room is way up there in the War Room East, so I don't think we're going to get to that. And I meant to say that we're playing in standard mode for heroes. And remember, standard mode is your hero has a weapon in each hand. Advanced mode, if we were playing, they only start with 1. They would have to buy their items from the blacksmith for their second. So we are playing sort of an easier mode with standard. And I do believe that is it. Oh, and Guardian spawn rate is going to start on 20. It could go as low as 11. And I do believe that's it. Okay? All right, so I'm going to wrap this up here, and we're going to get going into turn 1. See you then, guys. Bye-bye.